get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, back.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, back.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Stop your running.
They'll run on first down. Gilbert, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go.
A gain of 19 yards.
Here we go.
It's a Dublin first down.
Come on, come on.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Gilbert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
90. Whoa. Oh, here we go. What happened?
On second down, it's Gilbert, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Begin. 80 weapon. Smoke. Switch. ready, go!
From the gun on third down. Love. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together. Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second and 10, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's first and 10 from the 11. Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From his end zone, third and long for Darnold. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike 57. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Go. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
On the set. 53, check 53.
3rd and long. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Wilson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Blue down, blue down. Hey, watch the whip.
Now Darnold. A screen to Bell. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here we go, son. Lady. Hey, wahoo!
On 1st down, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go!
Here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. The 20. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
After one, it's 9-0.
Jets, nothing.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Anderson on the jet sweep. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57 to Mike.
Bud.
Bring it. Ready? Mike, 57.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. He's going to go for a big play down. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Caught here by Bell. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
From the 29, Darnold. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Hey, box truck.
Darnold on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 29.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
So don't say nothing.
57. Mike, 57. Silver. Hey. Go. Check the backer. 61. Matchbox. Light.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That one good for 33 and a first. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Running the Jets sweep with Jones. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
57 to Mike. 57. Buzz. And bring it. 57. Mike, 57.
Second and 13. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Flushed out right. He'll run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Switch up, switch up.
Darnold from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Darnold now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now, as they will send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Young lady. 57. Mike, 57. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hey, Charlie.
Check, Mike, 57. Mike.
Young lady.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, rock 57.
Here's Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, baby. All day. Charlie. 53. Mike. Got you. Ready.
From the gun, Love. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
They're going to need some damn box try.
Alert 3. Watch the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's got a 1st down past the 30. That one complete to Anderson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
I got him.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
57 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's ready. Slam. Go ahead, baby. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a Yard or two shy.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here we go. Hey, watch this.
They'll run on first down. Gilbert. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now Bell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd down, this is Wilson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Pick it up. Mike, 55.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gilbert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Say. Orbit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 3rd and 2, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
57, come on.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
I got you.
Bravo.
Mike 57. No chance.
Darnold now to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Exit.
Off the play fake. Love. Complete to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 37-yard line.
Switch. 80 weapon.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gilbert. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here Here's 2nd and 8. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Scene 6. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I'm coming. Let's go. Hey, ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Love looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Yeah. Hold. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Haywood. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Ready.
On 4th down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 57. I got it.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
57's Mike. Come.
Lady. Hey, Mike 7.
57's Mike. 57's Mike. Run it. 57. Man, 80. You can't block me.
Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
1st down, Jets.
Man, 80.
Hey, Orbit.
Darnold on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The lady.
57's the Mike.
Hey, exit.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, let go.
Second down and 10. Darnold eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. 14 yards there on the pickup. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
Alpha.
To the air again, Darnold. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 55, Mike 55. It's been a long day for you. Red 80. Mike 55.
Darnold to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Ready.
To throw on second down. Love. He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing's pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Let's go.
Check the 13. Christian travel.
Now Darnold. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
You're out. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gilbert. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on now is the punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Shift, shift. Lady.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now it's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Darnold. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
61, matchbox, right. Hey, wahoo!
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Hey, lady.
57. Mike.
Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
53, Mike.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there. 44 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.